The search for victims at the partially collapsed apartment building in Davenport, Iowa has ended. Over the past 3 days, search teams recovered the bodies of 3 men who had been missing. Authorities say family members of the victims have been notified.
We will be entering a new chapter, a new phase in the process of working through the aftermath of the collapse.
We don't have any other information at this time that there is any additional people missing.
One of the residents injured in the building collapse has sued the city of Davenport and the building's current and former owners, alleging they knew the building had structural problems and failed to warn residents. An 18-year-old La Crosse man was sentenced to 8 years in prison for his involvement in a shooting. Jackson Greengrass faced multiple charges, including attempted first-degree intentional homicide and felony murder in a shooting last year that killed 15-year-old Storm Vondrashek. The defense and prosecution negotiated a joint agreement for Greengrass's sentencing. Prosecutors stated Greengrass has had a problematic juvenile history and recommended 8 years in prison. 5 of those years would be under supervision. Vondrashek's mother spoke at the sentencing.
I have seen him struggle, and I know that he, regardless of whatever sentence you give him, he has a life sentence that he has to live with, seeing his friend die in front of him. And so I just ask that you take that into consideration.
Judge Gloria Doyle says she hopes Greengrass realizes the consequences of his actions. Under this sentence, Doyle says Greengrass will have an opportunity to live his life and make better decisions. Now more than ever, blood donation numbers are dropping. Experts at Gunderson Health System say the amount of donors has continued to dwindle. About a quarter of the nation's donors are college or high school students who donate at local blood drives during the school year. With school out of session, new donors are needed.
The margin between our blood supply and the demand for blood is so narrow that on any given day we can really struggle to find blood for the people who need it.
Ready?
Dr. Botner added if this shortage continues, they may have to cancel surgeries, which require a lot of blood to complete. Now that school is out for most of our area, many families must face the reality of summer hunger. 5 out of 6 kids who depend on free or reduced price meals at school no longer have access to that daily nutrition. To help provide food to families in the Cooley region, the Dahl Family YMCA in La Crosse began its annual summer food drive.
You know, that hunger gap for some kiddos, 1 in 5 kids does not know where their next meal is coming from, and so with school being out, that is quite the concern of ours, so we want to make sure that we're getting out to all the places in the community.
Grab and go lunches will be available, including sandwiches and fruit, until August 23rd. Up in Eau Claire, there's a new chief in town. Matt Jager was officially sworn in as fire chief at a ceremony. Jager says the ceremony was emotional and he was touched by the support of staff and community. He has served as a firefighter for nearly 25 years. He says he's inspired by the chiefs before him and hopes to continue their mission.
I'm looking to lead with courage and compassion and integrity and honesty, and I hope that they will support me and follow my leadership.
Jager's wife and kids also joined him for the ceremony. He says having his kids alongside him throughout his career was special. Due to the flooding closure of Pettibone Park, the City of La Crosse's Mississippi Melodies series for the month of June is moving to the Riverside Park Bandshell. The concert series runs every Tuesday from noon to 1 p.m. The Chili Revolution food truck will be available before the music starts. Today's concert will feature Grumpy Old Men. For more information, you can go to cityoflacrosse.org/parks. We'll post a link on our website, news8000.com.
As you head out the door this morning, temperatures are in the 70s, mostly cloudy skies. Slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm is possible, with temperatures warming up into the 80s by this afternoon and a light east-northeast breeze. Here's a check on your 8-day forecast for the day tomorrow and Thursday. Partly cloudy, highs in the low 80s yet again. Watching for another chance of thunderstorms on Friday, followed by much better chances of thunderstorms on Saturday. Something that we'll watch out for heading into the start of next week, though. We are looking at mixed clouds and sun, highs remaining into the low 80s.
I'm liking the 80s. I like that it's cooling down at night. I can open up my windows. I'm on the second floor. It's been getting too hot, so I look forward to that. But thank you, Derek.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching News 8 Now. Don't forget to keep up with the news of the day on news8000.com. We will have the latest updates to today's top stories on News 8 Now at noon. Have a great morning, everyone. Thank you for watching News 8.